الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.
My friends, the hands with which we touch, the feet with which we walk, the tongue that does the talking, the mouth with which we eat, the ears with which we hear, the eyes with which we see. Look at these countless blessings of Allah. You know, we've taken them for granted. This is why we don't value them. You know, if in this gathering here and now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was to take just one of His blessings, I swear by Allah, this is when you and I will realize the blessing of Allah. I'm talking to you, you're listening to me. The thought has never crossed your mind, or my mind for that sake, that Allah can take away these blessings. You haven't prepared for this. This thought did not come to your mind before you came in this gathering. You're looking at me, I'm looking at you, and you know what? Whilst you're looking at me and I'm looking at you, all of a sudden, Allah's taken away your eyesight. You're in this gathering at this moment in time, you're listening to what I'm saying, you're looking at me, and all of a sudden, you cannot see me. You know what will happen? You'll quickly open your eyes again, okay, what's happened? To see if I can see. But again, you don't know, it's darkness. Now what you'll do is, you'll start looking to your right. Is the darkness just at the front? So you look to the right. And now you're panicking, you're sweating, you haven't uttered anything to anyone. You begin to look to your right, it's darkness again. You look into your left, there's darkness again. Now my friend, you will feel in a manner like you never felt in your entire life. You will begin to panic. You know, water will literally drip from your body. I swear by Allah, you know, within a zillionth of a second, from a totally independent person, you came in this gathering not even thinking this, not even imagining this. You were the biggest out of the big. Do you understand? From a totally independent person, you will leave as a totally dependent one. Never mind getting outside to your home. I swear by Allah, you will not be able to leave this gathering without the assistance and help of your Muslim brother. And now, you know, if you were a multi-billionaire and you possessed $1 billion, and this thing called eyesight was sold on the market, I'm prepared to swear by Allah that you will spend your billions just so that you can buy one blessing which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you. In comparison to this eyesight, you know, the billions that are in your account will be meaningless. Look at Allah, how Allah showered us with blessings. This is why Allah will say, I gave him everything. I gave him blessings upon blessings. You never asked for them. Tell me, my young friend, when was the last time you ever raised your hand and you thanked Allah for these eyes? When was the last time you ever raised your hand and you thanked Allah for all these blessings that He gave you? My friends, you didn't ask for them, but you know what? He was the Arhamur Rahimin, the Akramul Akramin, the Ajwadul Ajwadeen. Without you asking, without you begging, without you prostrating, He would give, He would give, He would give, and He would watch you turning your back on Him, becoming blind and deaf to His teachings. You had time for everything. You had time to watch the Liverpool game. You had time to go and chill with your friends. You had time to wine and dine. But the only thing and being that you didn't have time for the one that gave you these zillions and zillions of blessings. Look at the blessings of Allah upon you, my young friend. وَإِن تَعُدُّوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَظُلُومٌ كَفَّارٌ. If you and I were to count the blessings of Allah, we were to spend our entire life just counting the blessings of Allah upon us, I swear by Allah, our lives would come to an end, but we will not be able to count the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is how much blessings Allah has given us. Look at the provisions that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. Look at what is our disposal. You know, whereas at this moment in time I address you and you listen to this reminder, you have people in Afghanistan, you have people in Kashmir, you have people in Chechnya, you have people in Palestine, you have people in different corners of Africa. My friends, they are begging the Almighty Allah and they don't even know where their next morsel will come from. They do not know where their next morsel will come from, and their minds are only occupied, Ki Allah, where's this next morsel going to come from? They don't know whether they will be continuing, whether they'll be able to breathe in 5 seconds or not. This is their concern. Whereas you and I, Allah has blessed so much. Allah has blessed us so much in this country. You know, tomorrow morning when you wake up for your breakfast and you desire to have cereal, my young friend, Allah has blessed us so much that tomorrow morning when you wake up and you desire a cereal, my friend, Allah's blessed you so much that you're in a position, if you want cornflakes for your breakfast, you're in a position to have cornflakes. If you decide, no, not cornflakes, I want Weetabix, you're in a position to have Weetabix. If you don't want Weetabix, you want Cocoa Pops, my young friend, you're in a position to have Cocoa Pops. You're in a position to have Rice Krispies. You're in a position to have hundreds and different cereals. You know what? If you don't want cereal and you decide, look, today I want biscuits, how many different types of biscuits are at your disposal? You know what? If you decide to have juice instead, look at the different juices that are at your disposal. If you decide to have a hot liquid, you decide to have tea, coffee, how many different drinks are at your disposal? This is just for breakfast.